We're back on live again. Sorry we lost feed. No worries though, the show must go on. Man, Thomas is probably taking a commercial break right now, which is cool. He's been very, very friendly today. You know, fun times. So yeah, we're having fun here. Once again, if you have any questions, comments, opinions on some of the topics that we have talked about today, feel free and call in at 1-424-256-3031. That is 424-256-3031. So yeah, great topics today. Going back into what I'm actually doing here, which is awesome. Right now I'm working on the Stewie, and I've got a few dialogue areas, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the second screen as well at the top, or the bottom, or the top, so you guys can see what I'm working on here. Now, the other week I had the dialogue up, and actually I had the dialogue up, and I recorded the ideas, and I wanted to get it set. And as I said before, the seconds are wrong. It says 5 minutes. It's supposed to be 5 seconds. But yeah, so it's set up to, I'm supposed to say this speech within that 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and these is how the clips or panels work. So what I'm going to do, I'm texting people as well, so I can get them the information. But what I'm going to do here is this Stewie here, I made him, and if I go here into the bone area, go to the manipulate bones, attach bones, manipulate bones. I can go here and I can manipulate his bones, move Stewie around. Look at me, look at me. All right, so anyway, I've set it up, and this bone structure for him is not really a end-all say-all when it comes to the whole animation that I'm doing, but I definitely will be able to do at least 3 panels with this Stewie. So it's going to help me save some time, so I don't have to draw every single solitary panel out. And what I'm going to do is this panel, or this area, I'm going to use for this. All right, let me rephrase that here. There's 3 panels that I'm probably going to do for the dialogue here. I'm using right now Anime Studio. Most of it is very minor movement with Stewie. Some of the other things that's a little more dynamic, as far as him lifting his head up and his body, I'm probably gonna do that all in another program where I'm gonna just go ahead and draw it all out, draw some sketches to get it together, and then actually have him do what he needs to do. All right. So the scenes I've decided to pick to do, I'm gonna go ahead and put the air on too, so give me a second, because it's getting a little hot. You know, Nevada, it is cooling down here, but you know, during the day, it still has its hot moments. So give me 1 second here. I'll be right back. Once again, if you guys have any messages you want to leave for me, go ahead and leave them down. I'll answer as quickly as possible. I really appreciate everybody's support. Go ahead and share the link with as many people as you can. Let's grow this show and let's make it a big family, all right?
love. Shoot me down, I just wanna shoot for love. I'm in love, I'm a bullet passing by, don't give a slug. They don't like me, they can bite me, I'm a bullet shot for love. Don't read from magazines, they'll never keep them free. Just stay a beauty queen and let my bullets dream.
Hey, I'm back. Now you guys can hear the fan now. Sorry about that, but it's getting a little hot in here, so I want to keep going and not die. So let's keep the movement going. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of comments here. So just letting people know that I'm live right now. Yeah, so let's get back to this. So before I took a little quick break here, got the fan up and everything going, I was talking about the panels that I'm going to do here. Now the first two panels at the top, maybe I should make a bigger screen here for you guys to look at. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to make a bigger screen. Give me a second here. Don't be alarmed too bad. I'm just going to make a bigger screen. Bigger screen. La, 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 la. Apologize, I should have had this set up already, but it's okay. The show must go on. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. All right, so on here you see the panels for the main scene, and I'm working with 6 panels. So I'm working with 6 panels. These 3 right here, the ones that are in the middle, these are the ones that I can see myself using, well, at least some of it. This panel right here, possibly this panel. I might be able to use it on here, but on the first one, I'm gonna probably end up drawing, and then the last one I'm probably gonna end up drawing because this is the point where Stewie's gonna be dancing, and yeah, Stewie's gonna probably need a little more animation than what these bones are set up for. I probably could get more out of the bones, but you know what? It's a trial and error thing. I want to test it out, and then I want to do a blend of using something like this with the bones versus using, I'm just going to switch it back to this other scene. I want to use something where I get to use the bone structure on top of using actual drawings. So that's kind of like where I'm going at for this animation, and it might be for most, I wouldn't say most of my animations, but maybe the ones that I'm using a lot more often. I don't think this is the last time you're gonna see Stewie Black or another Stewie, you know, so making a bone structure for him was gonna definitely save me time with creating extra things for him. So I'm gonna go in here right away. I'm gonna look for the where am I think I found it right here. All right, so let's get it going. This is my first time using these cameras, but it's all right. It's first time for everything. Let's see how intuitive it's going to be for me. This one says track camera side to side. Zoom the camera in and out. Roll the camera. And pan the camera side to side. So this is basic camera stuff, 101. I'm probably going to change the Z-axis because if you see on the panel 3 right here, it's a it's what you call a close-up shot, but it's still showing some of the shoulders and partially the hands because the hands are raised or possibly raised. So I'm going to set the shot up for that. So let's see. Okay. And I just found out that that pushes it back. Cool spot, huh? Well, about a little closer would be the, you know, where he would be at for the show. When you watch the show, I believe. Let's see. He's probably around there, maybe shorter, maybe smaller, maybe angled down a little more right here. But we're going to keep it all here because later on, when I add the backgrounds, I can put them wherever I want to put them. And I will. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's get this closer. See what -10 gets us. Nowhere. So maybe this might be a little different. Okay, I see how they work now. I see how it works. This is almost there. I like this size right here. It's a pretty good size. Okay. Right here looks like a good size. Now what I'm looking for right now is to see if they have, see how this is set up here for changing the cameras. Okay. So this track camera. I'm looking to see where it possibly records it at. Graphics. Looks like this might be it. Camera tracking. So, looks about it here. Let's see what this has done. It's kind of interesting, huh? So right here. Funny. I'm gonna want this to be 250 as well right here. And I'll test it out. The cool thing is that I know you guys are seeing the motion here, but I'm not going to use the beginning. So even though you see where he's being placed and moved, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be chopping scenes the way I see it fit. If I wanted to, I can go in there and make it change it right at that point, but it doesn't really matter. believe this is the way you would do it. But you know what? It doesn't even matter for this right at this point. What I'm trying to do is just get him in the positions for his panels that am going to use to do the bone structure. And then once I get to the drawing panels, then I will chop out the other parts and add actual drawings to it. So it's just part of the process. So I might want to start a little bit earlier with the 2.5 coming in. So I'm going to check it again. See, right here feels kind of good. I might have started it. Oh, so that feels good right there. So when it says I'm not going to do it, I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so now going back to here. This is actually for that scene. It's funny I did that. So I'm probably going to just go ahead and call this one. Set the steps. Hopefully this does what it does. If not, I'm not going to be mad at it. You know, I'm not going to throw anything at it. I'm not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do. So I originally wanted to do. Make sure the positioning. In the beginning, I guess we could cue it up to where it will possibly be at. I mean, that's no problem. It'll be fun since probably tomorrow we're gonna do the rest of it. Now, yeah, I wanted him to be somewhere in this area right here. So that'd be kind of like a cool area for him to be in right in the beginning. Looks like it's still easing in. All right, give me 1 second. Go ahead and give this a pause here and take this message.
Yep.
Trigger happy.
No. I just got home.
What is the deal? You, what happened? You just shut off. Shut off. Went off there a little while ago. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's on yet? Something burning? Something burning. Maybe somebody barbecuing. Don't smell like a fire.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Fire. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
That is super and spectacular.
That's wonderful.
All rolled into one.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah. Something burning. I hope that's a barbecue. But go ahead. I'm out here. Yeah. She didn't say nothing at all. Like, hey, 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 giggle, giggle. She giggled.
Who's all on right now? I said, who's on? Oh, okay. Mhm. Oh.
Surely work with no words? Like, say it again? Yeah, that's what I definitely feel like you should. I think you should throw that in anyway. But if they can't see you, what was that? Wait, if it's not, no, you can definitely dip into, yeah. And right now, what I'm doing right now is, you know, because remember, it's visual also. It's not just an audio feed, it's visual. So people will be able to see what you're doing, you know, be it a tape or be it, you know, watching it live. So what you do want to do is the purpose of you being in there is not just conversation, chit chat. It's actually you doing your craft. So let people know what you're doing, because remember what I told you. If people looking in there, they will look at that like, what the heck is this picture of Stewie? What is this? You know, so you want to definitely, yeah, you definitely want to. Yeah, but remember, you all you need to do is talk for a little bit. You know, you can be on a topic and then get out of there. You know, get out of that topic and talk about what you are doing. Because that, I'm telling you, Stewie sitting there. That therefore you can focus more on doing your Stewie or whatever else it is. So yap about it, kick it out. Yeah. It's free. It's easy. It's just like, yeah, so what I'm doing now, you know, what I'm doing now is I grab these bones and, you know, and then maybe somebody will start talking again if nobody picked up the floor. But anyway, yeah. I'm out here, something burning, and it's, yeah. 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 Was those sound bites that you did, or were you think? Oh, no, I thought maybe you would have recorded yourself and just sampled and just hit triggered. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Hey, I'm sorry. I had to feed myself. I was a little hungry. We just got back from the game. We went to a Vanderbilt game, and I thought I was live. Oh, okay. Oh gosh. Mhm. Mhm.
You got bumped.
Hello, everybody. We're back. We're back. And we have one of our, actually two. We have two of our great guests again. Back online. Back on here. We have Uncle. Yeah. And we
That's
also
right.
have Key. We're still going with Key, right?
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. So, yeah, we had an amazing time last time we were on, and we're back again. ADH, he couldn't be here today. You know, he had a lot of stuff he had to do, a lot of stuff, so much stuff. And it just put us all to shame. So, he had to get some stuff done. But, you know, hopefully he can come back in and chime in with us next time. So, yeah, so how was your day? Key, I know you had a busy day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we me and my daughter and my friend and her daughter, we went to a football game today. And we also went to like the African Street Festival.
Nice.
So it was fun. Like the first part of the day was like a tailgate party, so we went to the tailgate party and doing the Cupid shuffle and the wobble.
Oh, that's what you guys doing?
Mhm.
That's true.
And that was it. But then we went to the game. What?
Did you say the Cupid Shuffle?
Yes, they played the Cupid
Wait.
shuffle.
Is that a song?
It has a song
A
that
game?
Mhm.
Holy mo!
It's kind of like
that?
electric slide,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, okay.
kind of like a remix or something, I guess.
Oh, okay, that's not that, like, turn it up, no, back to that, that's not that, is it?
No.
Retail song. What am I thinking about?
You were thinking about
What's up, up to the, whatever he's saying. Yeah, that. Turn it up.
That's right.
Okay, I'm out of
Look, here
date.
you go.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah. The Cupid Shuffle.
And they got the wobble, and then it was another band, and they had the kids doing whip Nene.
Oh, Nene?
Oh my God.
What I'm working on right now? We're doing that?
They did that, and then they did the hit the Quan
The what?
dance. Hit the Quan.
Is that what? Say that again.
That's a dance.
Hit the clown?
Hit the Quan.
Oh,
Quan.
Oh wow, Quan got something to hit now.
Yeah, it's actually that's what it looked like. It looked like he's hitting an imaginary girl, like from the back or something. I guess I don't know.
Oh, hitting.
Yeah, it's a dance.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like hitting something. But yeah, I guess it is.
Wow. Is that part of that Nene?
Everybody
part,
don't
the
do
first
it the
part
same
of
way.
it?
Everybody change it up.
Is that the part of the Nene when they do that? When they say whip, but it looks like he's really punching. that what that is? No.
No.
Not quite. Not punching, more like thrusting.
Oh,
That's
what that is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you put your mind in a different. Yeah, I was waiting.
I thought he was punching when they said the whipping name. I thought he was punching the girl,
Well,
and then he was waving goodbye
no.
to her, like
Well,
"Bye, Felicia."
Yeah. Yeah, it was in her voice that it wasn't a fist punch. You could kind of intonation. It was in her voice. It wasn't a fist punch.
the whip. I always thought
Kids, you said were doing that. Kids were doing the hit the clock.
Nobody was really doing it. It was the older kids that knew how to do the dance. But everybody do it differently. So it don't quite look the same depending on who know how to. It's kind of like you have to mentally.
I guess it's right.
Your head and your stomach at the same time. It's one of those dances where you kind of like thrusting and moving forward at the same time. It's weird. It's a weird dance. You have to look it up so you can see what it looks like.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, it's a video.
Yeah, it's not that bad though. The way I'm explaining it, it kind of sounds disgusting, but it's not that bad. It just you have to see the. I'm trying to think who did it first, but it looks pretty weird. It's a weird dance.
Oh.
I actually had a video. My sister put one on Facebook of me doing that.
Oh no.
Yes. But I sent it to her. I sent it to her personally because I wanted to show her that I knew how to do it. And she was like, I couldn't help it. I need to post it because you did it real good. I'm like, no.
Go ahead, Raydell. Put that video up. Pull that video up, man. Look, you can. It's on her Facebook. Don't show her Facebook. No, you can't show her Facebook.
I hear that. Oh.
Yeah, you can't show her Facebook.
I can send it to you. Okay, I'll do that because I don't want. You friends with my sister Rachel, aren't you? Yeah. Are you friends with her? Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
I'm not friends with her.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm outside sitting on this mountain. Just finished editing that video. Your video. What was that? No, your video. I can put it on if you want. Look. Yeah. What you say? Y'all talked about the election? Donald Trump?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Donald Trump.
I don't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
What he just did.
Yeah, what he just did. About that reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was disgusted because I looked at the video and I was listening to him and I'm like, okay, he really did not just hear what this man just said, but
no, he heard exactly what he said and brushed it right under the. He just brushed it off as if he wasn't there. He heard him.
I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
That irritated my soul.
So,
well,
Donald Trump.
The video I saw, it was he was at one of his rallies, I guess, and he had pointed at a guy to come up and ask a question. Well, the guy asked a question, but he wasn't really asking the question. He was saying something about people are trying to kill us or something like that, talking about Muslim trying to kill us, and my question is, what are we going to do to get rid of them? And so he responded to the question, but I really don't think he was listening to him at all. I think he was just talking because what he said was, yeah, bad stuff happened, and we're gonna get rid of that we're gonna get rid of that bad stuff. That's what we're gonna do. So yes, we're gonna make a change, and we're gonna. I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you?
Man, he seemed to have. It seemed like he was being a little sarcastic also, because Donald Trump made some comments about Obama being not being an American,
right?
Being a what you call that group. Well, anyway, back in the days, what's his name, really used to be pushing the fact that Obama wasn't an American and he was a Muslim and all this. So that's what that guy was talking about too. He kind of slipped it in there. He said Obama, he's not a American. He's a Muslim and everything. So Trump, he was just trying to avoid responding to that, because he's the dude that was making all that birth certificate, and Obama's he wasn't born in America and all this crap. But yeah, so he just kind of shoved that dude. He shoved him under the rug, avoided the question.
I thought that was so crazy, though. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
This is the person that you guys are trying to make. I mean, you're making a whole thing. Oh, he's 52%. And this and that. He's in the high ranking. Boom.
Yeah, he gotta win.
I don't want him to win. What are people thinking about? It's not even making sense.
I really don't think Donald Trump want to be president. I really don't think that. I don't think he wants to be president at all. I think he's just trying to drum up some Trump publicity. This is good media. This is really good business. Even though he's been canceled on NBC, hey, he got picked up by ABC. Even, it's just good business. What you call that, the Miss America pageant, he's the owner. Back when he made those comments, they dropped him. It's just great for him. It's good for his name.
It's so arrogant.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
But he will look good as a president. I mean, hey, look at Bush. He was just as wacky. He's just as wacky as Trump. I mean, Trump, he was just like the rest of them. So he'll fit right in.
Keep tuning in.
And then when he mess up stuff, what they gonna do? Impeach him? You ain't gonna be able to.
Just go ahead, feel free to call.
He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. Yeah, he'd probably do something to be impeached. He don't want to be president. If he do win, it's just gonna be, he gonna wake up like, I don't want this job. He don't want that.
I was telling my friend that would be too stressful for him to try to take on something like that. I don't think he really cared to do all that stuff. He probably think he'd just be sitting there all day, signing papers off or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're fired. That's all he wouldn't get fired. He can't fire Iran. He can't fire China. He can't fire those. If anything, we'll be at war. The first 3 days we'll be at war. First 3 days or within the week we will be at war. If he was to become president.
Yeah.
Within the week.
Oh, yeah.
Someone.
They're going to pick with him. They don't take him serious. Nobody takes him serious. He's a freaking...
Right.
A reality star. TV star. I mean, besides the fact that he is on, celebrity or whatever, on all these Trump towers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. But he's still a reality star. They don't take him serious. They're like, okay.
You're fired.
Let's go drop the bomb over there, sis.
You're fired. Yeah, it wouldn't last long. He don't want that, though. He don't want
I hope he drop out, because this is ridiculous watching him. It's like he just sounds so silly when he talks. It's like, you make no sense. And you say whatever comes out of your mouth. But he is not the definition of everybody. I can't
Right,
read half the stuff he say.
They looking at Trump as you have everything and now you want this. You know, that's what they're looking at him as. You have everything you want except the presidency. So now go ahead and get that also. Even though he don't want that. He don't want it. But that's what they're looking at him as. A dude with everything. And now he wants to run for president. So, yeah, take him serious.
He's taking a spot that could possibly be for somebody who actually needs to be the president of the United States with his foolishness.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't deal. I won't listen to him. I see the news stuff, but I can't. No, I can't take him serious. I can't.
All I can say is just be prepared. Be prepared. He will be your president.
I'm about to go holler at. Let me check. Take some visits all across the country. I'm gonna go overseas. Look at some places. I'm joking.
Just relocate. Just relocate.
Paris or something.
You do that and you'll be at, I'm going to tell you this, you do that and you'll be bombed by the United States. Donald Trump, he's gonna bomb everybody that disagrees with him, just like he fired everybody he disagreed with. Fire, you're bomb him. Bomb him. Bomb him. Bomb him. That's right. Bomb him. That's his new slogan. Bomb him.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be ugly. Not leave the United States.
That would be a tragedy. I don't. Oh gosh, I don't want him to be president. Really. I might take that toupee off though. I do want that. I want somebody to rip it off.
You got another one. You got enough money.
Right. He got 1,000 of them in a closet. He got his own closet.
We got his toupee.
Like, oh, take it away today. Get another one.
How did this toupee get
That's
there?
too much. Because I'm tired of looking at that thing fly in the wind. I just can't.
You know that song, Dusty the Wind. Only for a moment, now my wig is gone. It's one of the real lyrics, but anyway, yeah. So it's definitely an interesting election. I can definitely say it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if Obama kind of invited everyone to feel like, hey, if he won, then we can win. I don't know what kind of charged them up to kind of go, but Hillary Clinton, I guess she kind of wanted to try to run again and see what she can do. But I've heard she's done a lot of stuff and it's kind of pushing her back to even be able to win at all. I don't know what you guys have on that. You haven't heard what Hillary Clinton's been doing? Oh.
Other than the email stuff, no.
But as I said earlier, that people are gonna try to find something. I don't think it matters what kind of president, no matter if you're Republican, Democrat, or whatever. Somebody's gonna try to find something and put it on blast while you're president, and then you're gonna have to, as a president, you're gonna have to go and defend yourself or show that you don't have to defend yourself because you're human. It's kind of one of those things going on. But, worst case scenario, we did have a very entertaining election thing going. These nuts. It's been a highlight.
These nuts, right.
This
is too much for me. I can't. It's like a joke. It's a joke.
That's what I said earlier. I don't know if they feel like it's a joke. That's why somebody decided to put that on there. And the joke is that people actually was like, okay, let's do this. So I don't really like who else is. I don't really like who else is on the poll right now. So let's vote for this joke here to show you guys that maybe you guys need to clean up and pick some good people, or somebody else needs to come up. But it's all opinion.
Yeah, and I would have assumed that, or like that's something that I would have thought, like, well, something needs to be fixed where, a person can't just go, 15-year-old boy, call up and say, hey, yeah, I would like to be in the running, put this name, these nuts. I mean, I would agree. I would think that, but maybe it's going over their head once again. I don't know. Maybe. Too much. Too much. It's just too much for me. Politics, that's why I try to stay on the side, because I get so irritated about it. I'm not passionate at all, but it's just annoying what's going on right now. It's like, it's either going to encourage you more to want to vote so you can get the person that you want to get in office, or it's going to encourage you not to vote because you're going to be like, okay, why? Because look at what, this is a circus. I don't care. Either or. So, I don't know.
So yeah, if anyone has any opinions about what's going in the president's elections, if you have anything going on, feel free to call in. The number is 1-424-256-3031. That is 424-256-3031. Also, you can leave a message as well. We're having fun here. We're keeping it live, kicking it fun. We're having it. We're doing it. And it's crazy. Once again, going back to a little bit of what we were talking about earlier. The Nikki and Miley, and then yeah. How did you feel about the Nikki and Miley?
You asking me?
Yeah. Just take over.
I don't know. Some people have an opinion about it. Some people think it was staged and that it was fake. I didn't think it was fake. I literally think that Nikki is crazy and that she was serious about what's good with Miley. So I don't know anything other than what I saw on the.
Did you see her? Did you see that neck thing she did? Like that was like. I felt like all the hood came out.
Who?
Nikki,
you talking about Miley?
No, Nikki. Like when she did that little neck thing she did, like it felt like all the hood came out right there. Like
Nikki was ready to box.
Like she had that little look with her eye, and like she did that whole little shoulder thing. I was like, wow. I forget that we're on TV. You just got something to tell us.
Because she tried to trick everybody. What she did, she was talking about her pastor, saying, saying thank you to him, and wanted to, give him props or whatever. And then she turned straight to Miley, like, let's go back to this. What's good? So I thought it was for real. A lot of people thought it was staged, but they said it was staged because she was smiling. And I know crazy when I see crazy, and some people that I know, when they're about to get ready to go crazy on somebody, they smiling like a crazy person. That's why I was like...
Hold up 1 second. All right, back on. Now you said she was smiling, she was crazy.
Yeah, she was smiling, and they were thinking that it was staged because she was smiling. But I've seen some people go crazy on somebody, and they were smiling the whole time. Nuts. She's nuts. She's nuts. So I thought it was real. A lot of people don't think it was real.
What is it?
It was the Miley and Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah.
she tried to embarrass Miley on the what was it, the VMAs?
Yeah, and she handled it pretty well. Yeah. I think she
came back and was she didn't. Right. I agree to that. Yes, I do. But come on now, she was looking on the fact. She knew what was up. She kept looking. She wanted to make sure she didn't get snuck. I already know. She was trying to make sure that nobody sneak up from behind.
They were going to do that. Somebody was going to do something. It would have been just Nikki.
She was terrified.
No,
she was still terrified.
The first time that thing came on, to be honest with you, they made it look like she was. It looked like, to be honest with you, when I first saw it, it just looked like she was just kind of looking back, like she was she was looking back and forth, and then it just stopped right there, and it just gave you that thing like, oh, she's scared. But then when you watch the whole thing, the unedited part, because they cut it off, I guess, right there. When you watch the whole thing, it's like, oh, okay, well, she was probably just looking around. And next thing you know, she's like, wow, are you serious? And it shows the parents too, and they're like, what the heck's happening? Why is she saying this? And,
No.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. What do you mean? The parents didn't look like
no,
that?
I said no because I know if I'm beefed out with somebody and I'm over here trying to do a TV or trying to do something live, because I don't know if it was live or not, but I'm sitting here trying to do something live, and I'm kind of like, in the back of my mind, she already just said was good, so it threw me off. Like, she trying to fight me. Okay, is she really about to fight me on this live show?
And you said if
let me make sure she don't beat me down.
So you saying if you had some friends behind you, you wouldn't look behind and say, what the heck? Why is she, like, you know?
No, it didn't. Well, the video I saw, it didn't look like it was anybody behind her. It looked like she was off on one side of the stage, and Nikki was at the other side of the stage, receiving the award. So what I saw was that, what I thought I saw was that Nikki was standing over here and Miley was on one side, and that she could have easily just walked up on her from the other side of the room or the other side of the stage, which is why I thought, okay, maybe that's why Miley keep looking back, because she don't want to be looking at the prompter trying to do, say the words or whatever that's on the prompter, and then out of nowhere you see Nikki and her big booty come and smack her in the face. So I'm just saying. That's why I thought she kept looking back. I'm like, yeah, she's trying to make sure she don't get hit while she paying attention to something else.
I guess whether she did or not, I mean, she was, she kept it professional. I mean, as an artist, I think both of them are doing well as artists. I mean, I don't think they need beef to spice up anything that they're doing. But on that same note there, people do hear stuff, and should they air it out on TV like that, or should they talk in person? I mean, who's to know? I mean, this is their lifestyle. If they're going to air it off, it's like, do you air it off in thing and get your ratings up, or do you air it off in front of them and you still feel like they're not being honest about what they're saying? That's the crazy part. You can be honest with someone, and then they still don't believe you because, they've learned through their experience that that other person's not going to be telling the truth to them, even if they are. That's the sad part about life. Sometimes you do have that situation where you've grown up a certain way, and you feel like people are not honest with you. And then when they say something like that, it's like, oh, whatever, I don't believe you. Like, that's not what I've learned, And life is a little bit more about everything that you learn. There's so many different lifestyles. I'm not taking up for Miley. I'm just talking in general here. I see it a lot, that people don't take the chance to kind of figure out what's really going on. But then again, no one wants
Speaking of life, dude, and entertainment, have you seen Lady Gaga's new video?
I just heard about it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my goodness.
I heard it's kind of...
I watched it last night. It's a PSA. It's a public service announcement. I think it's real. The message in it is real, even though it's actors. It's about college rape. It's about college rape. And the girls that are in this video, dude, just watch the video. That's all I can say. Go watch the video. It's deep. But you have to watch it and to understand what's going on. Don't look at it like, singer. Because I don't even know if Lady Gaga appeared in the video at all. Except at the very end, there's a silhouette of a person in the window. And it could be her. I'm pretty sure it might be her. But I'm not sure. But yeah, the video is deep. It's real. It's set up like a PSA, a public service announcement, and it even gives you the at the end it tells you, a certain amount of girls get raped in college every year, So, dude, you gotta check that out. It's beastly.
Yeah, I definitely did just see. I did
Yeah.
just see like a piece of it saying how it's kind of, it's definitely touching. So I did want to see it.
Yeah, you should see it.
Sometime today.
I think everybody needs to see that, even though you don't live the college lifestyle. It's still something that that everybody could take a look at, just to get some information. But if you don't want to let that kind of stuff into your life, then it's so different. She came off with than any video. I mean, what's her name came off different. What was that video we watched? That chick, Rihanna. That was different. But that left me feeling bad. Like, man, I wish I wouldn't have watched that video. Crap. It's cool, but I liked it, but I hated it. That we were talking to my that Rihanna video. You know that song, that chick better have my money. I was being nice. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even seen that one yet. I don't know where I've been at.
You probably did. Yeah, it's gonna leave if you just when you get a second, go look at it. Go look at the. I'll tell you like this. Look at the Rihanna first. The chick better have my money, and then look at the Lady Gaga video.
Okay.
Because I think the Lady Gaga video will either put you in a different mindset and remove you out of that shock and trauma that Rihanna just sent you in. But I can guarantee you this, Rihanna gonna have you saying, "Oh no, oh you are kidding me," because it's more set up like a movie,
Okay.
like a bad girl movie. The villain, it's beastly. She's a beast.
She was definitely getting all crazy on there. I was like, wow, all right.
That girl, cuckoo.
Tell us how you
that somebody owe her money, I'll just say, get her money back. Get it back. Because if not, you will be in the trunk of her foreign car. For real. Right.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back in another 5 minutes. Just listen to some good music. Once again, if you have any questions, the box is available. Leave a message in the box. And thanks for coming today. We're having a lot of fun. So thanks for all the people that have chimed in so far. All right, we'll be back.
Yeah, man. Go check out that video. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
The Lady Gaga. And you need to check out the Rihanna too. You got two on your to-do.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
beauty queen and let my bullets dream. Shoot me down, I just wanna shoot for love. I'm in love, I'm a bullet passing by, don't give a slug. They don't like me, they can bite me, I'm a bullet shot for love. Don't shoot me down, I just wanna shoot for love. I'm in love, I'm a bullet passing by, don't give a sludge. They don't like me, they can bite me, I'm a bullet shot for love. Don't shoot me down, I just wanna shoot for love. I'm in love, I'm a bullet passing by, don't give a slug. They don't like me, they can bite me, I'm a bullet shot for love.
$11 Eastern or 11 my time? You know, I'm Central.
Eastern. Yeah.
That's 12.
Well,
10, I mean.
11 Eastern, so we got about 7, 8, 9, 10, you know, about roughly an hour and a half left in the show. Hello, everybody. We're back. Had to take a little break here. Sometimes you just got to take a little break, and that's what we did. Getting things together. I'm on here with Key. We're having fun. Uncle. Oh, there we go. We had Uncle. He had to leave for a little bit and kind of do some, you know, things in the house. You know, it's understandable because we're just doing this. We're having fun. You know, don't mind us, and we want you to have fun too. So you can always just call in if you like. As I said before, 424-256-3031. That is 424-256-3031. And leave a message. You can leave a message or call in, and we're here. Oh yeah. So, yeah, you know me. What's wrong with this guy? He's
Silly.
So silly. Mama said there'll be days like this. We gotta have fun. So.
That was random.
Well, I was thinking in my head, like, you know, if you're gonna be yourself, and if you're gonna be yourself, expect things to happen. You know, especially if it's a little different. So,
The wild and the crazy.
That's why I said, you know, Mama said there'll be days like this. Well,
Which,
there will be. Huh, go ahead.
which brings me to some wild and crazy. I really hope that you are not eating right now.
Me?
Because I had something, yes, because I had some wild and crazy happen to me today.
Oh, wow. What happened? So I can stop eating. What happened?
All right. Earlier I had been talking about, that I went to the game today. And, we had fun. It was me, my daughter, my friend, and her daughter, which is my goddaughter.
Right.
And we all went to, tailgate, and then we went to the game. Well, most of the time, my goddaughter was with me. Now, my goddaughter, she's pretty young, but she's walking, though, so I guess you put two and two together. But anywho, she was sitting by me pretty much the whole time, and we kind of were, like, switching back off. Like, she'll go back to her mom, she'll come back to me, she'll go back to her mom. So, right, and so we heard, her mom heard her say, poo-poo. And she said, wait a minute, did she use the bathroom? And I was like, I don't think so. So I checked her, being a mom. I looked to make sure she was all right, and it didn't look like nothing was there. So we're just playing around. She kept moving around and like a regular baby that's, exploring or whatever, just walking around and doing all that. So I'm sitting her on my lap, putting her off my lap, and just moving her around. And at one point, I was just like, okay, let me just give her back to her mom because she was getting a little fussy. So when I was passing her back to her mom, my daughter noticed that I had some on my shirt. She said, Mom, what's that? So I look at my shirt, and I'm like, I thought that she had maybe stepped on some food, and it got all on my shirt because I remember her, stepping on my pants. So I'm thinking she might have just stepped in something. I looked down. Now, all I'm going to say is it looked like chili fries, like chili.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It was on my shirt, so I said, what is this? And so I look down, and I see, like, some poop on the floor of the bleachers. And then I looked at my shirt again and was like, it matches what was on the floor.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it matches with your shirt. I'm like, wow.
No, it matched what was on my shirt, matched with what I just saw on the floor, on the ground. And so I was like, oh my gosh, did she just have a blowout? So apparently, it got all on my shirt. Now, mind you, I'm terrified of heights, okay? And we were in the nosebleed section, I would consider it to be, because we were really high up. And I don't like to be that high up because it makes me feel dizzy, like I'm going to fall if I'm going down the stairs. But when I tell you I darted out of there without looking back, I had to go, I had to throw the shirt away, of course. And at that point, I didn't have another shirt. I did. I was not about to watch that.
What's going on here?
No, but the funny thing was, because it was kind of like in the fold of my shirt, because I had folded it up, I had my shirt lifted up to the top of my chest or whatever, so it kind of looked like I had on like a short tank top or whatever.
Right.
So my stomach was exposed. I just didn't want.
Oh wow.
I didn't want. And I had to go to a souvenir. I didn't even really want to do it, but I went to a souvenir area and I got a new shirt or whatever, and I wore that shirt and threw that other shirt away. But I was just like, the guy was looking at me because I'm midriff showing and everything. He's sitting there looking at me like, okay, why is she taking off her shirt in front of me?
Wow.
So I'm like, just give me a shirt, please. I just need a shirt. So we did that. That happened to me. And that's never happened to me. Not even with my own daughter. It had never happened to me. I've never had my daughter, something like that happen. But everybody's okay.
I see.
I am super clean now because I took 2 or 3 showers. So I'm good.
Or was it with zest?
Huh?
Was it with zest?
You said, was it what?
With zest. Because you know how that commercial goes. You're not fully clean.
No, I don't deal with the zest.
No?
No, not that. I wasn't that. I got some Tone cocoa butter type soap. It gets me squeaky clean. But that was an experience I don't want to remember ever again. But those are going to be, that's the first time that's ever happened. And it was on my shirt. So my daughter was being disgusted, not even trying to help me. She like, Mom, I can't stand next to you. Just, you smell awful. I'm like, Lord, no. I couldn't take it.
You know, the song,
I know that's nasty, and I know that's too much information, but I had to share because that was an experience. But we're good. We're clean. We're both clean. No one was hurt in this, huh?
I said, I will hope so. That you're all clean.
So yeah, that was my experience today. But we were able to do a lot of stuff today. We hung out and explored Nashville, and it was fun. I've been kind of exploring Nashville for the last 2 weeks anyway, so it was pretty cool to go to the African Street Festival,
Right.
and I had been wanting the African dress, or a dress that was made a specific way with a whole lot of different colors on it, and it's called I think it's called an Anka dress or an Anka dress.
Right.
I don't want to say it wrong, but I love those dresses, and I wanted one, and I couldn't find one at the festival, but they had a lot of good stuff. So I will be going back next year.
So it was only like an event for a certain amount of time?
Yeah, it was for this weekend only, and I believe they'll probably be open again tomorrow. But I will not be venturing off there tomorrow. It's nice though to see all that stuff, and then they have like, you know, African inspired cuisine. They had Jamaican cuisine, and it was pretty cool. So, and they sell a lot of stuff from Ghana and other places in Africa. So,
That's definitely.
what I wanted was some cocoa butter.
You said what? What you wanted was
I wanted some
butter.
cocoa butter and shea butter.
Can't you get that from the store?
No, you got to get the real stuff made from the motherland.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You got to get the real stuff.
Man.
The only reason I'm up on it, because my mom, I said the only reason I'm up on it like that is because my mom, she used to wear shea butter that she gets from like the beauty supply store, but it's 100% like all natural. It's not, it doesn't have extra stuff in it. So yeah.
Well, I guess. They can't afford to process. You making it sound like they can't afford to process it, so they're gonna give you the real thing.
No. It's not that. It's just that I think the less chemicals and extra stuff that's in there, the better. You know.
I can definitely understand that thought process.
So, all natural. I would take organic over something that has all that stuff that you can barely pronounce. You know. I mean, if it wasn't so expensive. I'm talking about vegetables now and stuff like that, but most of my products that I have now don't have any like extra chemicals in it. So,
you know, I like to go natural sometimes, but
whatever.
you know.
Was it you told me my hair smelled like fruit salad? It wasn't you, was it? No, it might have been somebody else.
You gotta throw that on me like that, right? Are you the person that said my hair smelled like soup salad? Is that what you said? Soup salad?
No, fruit salad.
Oh, fruit salad. I'm like, soup salad. Right? That's an interesting way for me to say something. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what soup salad is. You know?
It's not. I didn't say fruit salad. I did say fruit salad. I said you said soup salad. I said fruit.
Oh yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
So just giving it, you know, people that are watching the show right now. Right now, I'm getting the camera positions for Stewie and the right way that I made the audio for. So when you're working with these programs and stuff, sometimes you have little issues. And I'm definitely having an audio issue. I can't hear my audio. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I just can't hear it. Troubleshooting it. Hopefully I can get it up and going soon. But you know, while I'm working on it, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. The show must go on. We still got to get the product done or the project done. So yeah. But if you have any questions about what I'm doing, you can go ahead and chime in. But once again, I'm just working on my Stewie. I got the dialogue on the next screen. I've got the audio pushed into here. And, you know, I might actually just throw another audio in there. I might fix it. But yeah, I've got the audio in here. It's helping me to figure out where I need to position things at as far as the scenes. Once I set up the scenes and everything, or the panels, and then tomorrow I will definitely start aligning it up in TV Paint, making sure the drawings, and start actually doing some of the drawings for the scene. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, once again, you got any questions, feel free to hit me up at 424-256-3031. That is 424-256-3031. We have Key in the house, and we also have Dane Riazer. Oh yeah.
Dane.
Dane Riazer.
Dane.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Hi, Dane. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that so long.
Oh yeah, that's the start of a great conversation. You know,
how your toes doing?
Yeah, how your toes doing? Because nobody care about people's toes normally. You know, but
why would they care anyway? Why?
You know, it could have went through something, you know. Toes
I guess.
Yeah, you guess.
What if someone actually responds to that? Like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. How your toes doing? Well, you know, I got this bunion. And negative, wrong answer. We don't want to remember.
Real. I ask you about 30 minutes of your time.
Right, I got this corn. No, not at all. Where did that come from anyway? How your toes doing?
I don't know.
I remember people saying that.
We're 80 babies. I mean, we might have caught it off of something. It could have been off of Saturday Night Live. It could have been off of anything. I mean,
Comic View.
BET.
Comic View. It's been off on me. I know I used to watch when I was younger. Well, maybe it was the previews at the time. I don't know.
I remember watching comic.
Or reruns. Sorry.
Yeah, I just couldn't really remember when it was actually, you know, popular, or when it was being really looked at. So, but I definitely do remember it had that time where people were looking at it a lot. You know, I want to get a third screen. That'd be awesome.
Third screen, goodness,
right.
ain't over there acting like the CIA.
You got enough over there?
Right. Available.
Give me one of your screens so I can at least have one screen. How you talking?
You over here on a third screen. That's not enough eyes to watch that. You over here looking at everything.
I have a few audio things that I'm working on here while I'm doing the show, and I like to mute it.
Okay.
Things. So if I have like dialogue on one screen, if I have dialogue on one screen, then I have the Stewie on the other one, and then I have to pretty much throw something right in front of it, just to work on it. So it'd be a lot cooler with 3 screens. Just cooler. That's it. I don't need it for a real purpose. I don't need to hold my breath for a minute. Just
wow.
I got the hiccups, guys. Let me hold my breath for a second.
What?
Hiccups. Hold breath.
Wow.
I couldn't even hold my breath.
I couldn't even hear what you said, but I guess I figured it out.
I said hold my breath for a few seconds, and then I tried to, and I couldn't. But I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, your brain is going to tell you to breathe. Don't die on me. Don't die. Okay, yeah, probably wouldn't do that.
Oh, man,
Hello?
I did it again. All right, it didn't work. All right, hold my breath.
It's
for
not
another-
going to work.
It doesn't work, huh? I need somebody to scare me or something. Like, that's easy.
No.
How
So
can
you're
I-
not scared easily.
How can I scare myself?
Oh, really?
Dane, you have a kid.
Especially,
That was kidding.
are you kidding me? You know what? If
I'm
that's
joking.
scary,
I'm joking.
you're so mean.
I'm joking. By the way, congratulations to my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Heard the news today that he has a baby coming. My little brother.
He has a baby on the way?
He has a baby on the way. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's all I know. If it's not, if he was
Oh,
joking,
you're going to be
if he was
uncle
joking, that
again.
was a nice joke. Huh? What you saying?
It's not April Fool's.
Yeah, but our family's pretty interesting. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know your family better.
About that.
So.
Well, I think he does, but since he's not here in the flesh, you know, I can't, or you know, his girl isn't here in the flesh. I can't really, you know, verify.
Aw, Uncle Dane. Unofficially, Uncle Dane.
That is too funny right there. So funny. I am doing hiccups.
Oh, you got the hiccup.
Yeah, that's why I got the hiccups. See, you don't think it's because I got. I don't know. How did you even get hiccups? It just
I
came
would
to
try
me.
to scare you, but I don't know how I could.
They knock me on your door and say, "Hey, I'm here."
That's really gonna scare you.
No, I'm saying this is.
Why won't you?
I'm saying this is where hiccups come from. They just knock me on your door and say,
Oh.
"Hey, I'm here," and then you just have the hiccups.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now,
Well.
we already told about what gets scared me here.
That will not scare you. I don't believe it. I don't think it would.
I'm trying to think of what would scare
I
me.
can hear you. You like to have a baby? Well,
Oh man.
well, you know, so
Oh, nice.
right. Oh, exactly. Oh,
Then you
nice.
said it, I was
Oh.
like, with who? I'm like, uh-oh. Like, really? No, but it's not like that with me. But you know, that'd be a funny joke. With who?
Mhm. Wow, that's pretty sad.
What do you say? Why is that pretty sad?
You said
I know it
with
is.
who?
I said that was a joke because I wouldn't say that. But if I
Oh,
did say
okay,
it, it's
gotcha.
like, man, you tell me with who? Like, really?
Oh,
No,
wow.
I don't do all that sleeping around.
You
stuff.
think I have a question?
Uh-oh. I have an answer, I think. While you're asking
Are
the
you
question,
ready?
hold my breath. Am I
Are
ready,
you?
spaghetti?
You know what? I can't do that. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't hold your breath. I'm gonna wait till you breathe again before I ask the question.
You know there's a song for that, right? Well, go ahead. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Okay. My question is more steered to relationships. Now, there's nobody actually attached to this question. It's just a question I want to throw out there. And that question is, would you make a pact with someone and have a baby?
The closest, it might be gone. The closest thing to a pact with someone that I would have or could have made is telling my lesbian friend if they really want kids, I would help them. That's about as close to a pact that I have made to that.
Okay, well, let me put another scenario in. Let's say it's like just a long-term friend that you've known for years, and you know it's kind of something that you said a while back as friends. You know, you were in a situation, not a situation, but like your life is going in a different direction at the time, and you know you're like, okay, well, if I'm single and I'm a certain age, let's make this pact to have a baby together. Would you do it?
Whoa. That sounds like a super commitment. It sounds like a commitment And when I say
Really?
that, it sounds like I'm not ready for a commitment, but it's not this case.
Exactly. I'm like, you over here. I'm
It sounds like a
uh-oh.
commitment. My God. No, but to be honest with you, that's an interesting question. I'm not even sure how to even answer that. I mean, because it would definitely depend on where we take that situation to. It's like, are they interested in having a baby? Am I interested in having a baby?
Well,
it's
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a whole bunch of details that will build up to that point that says, okay, she is asking me this, and I'm like,
Well, my thing is this: if you're agreeing to, well, I'm just asking you if you would do it. But if it was something that was agreed upon, and like if it was something that was talked about instead of agreed upon, I would say that. Because if you're about to make a pact, then it hasn't been agreed upon. So let's just say that it's just somebody that you've known for a really long time. Like me. I mean, I'm not trying to throw myself in there, but let's just say it was me. And I'm like, hey, I want to have another baby before I turn 35.
right.
But I'm not married. I haven't really thought about that. I just know that I want another baby before I'm 35, and I'm like 33 or something like that. And I say, let's make this pact to have a baby if I don't, have one before, I don't know, that sounds crazy.
Hold on one second. We're going to I'll go back on. Hold on. All right. We're back on here. Uncle's back on. Oh, yeah.
Uncle.
Hey, what is the deal?
We were talking about an interesting situation.
Oh, no.
This is what happens when you leave. We talk about.
What happened? Yeah, it get all interesting. She all flabbergasted. She sounds flabbergasted, too.
I thought he was about to say the question.
I don't know.
Oh, so.
I'm Twitter paid it.
All right.
But anyway.
All right, so go to the last portion of the question again.
Hold on, dude.
Answer. Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, go.
Go out the last part of the question so I can answer it. Just want to make sure I got this right. So you pretty much say example, who was you? And,
I mean, it could be any of your long-term friends that you've known for a while.
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Okay,
Whatever.
hypothetically. Yep.
Yeah, give me the question.
Oh gosh. All right. Would you make a pact, P-A-C-T, pact, to have a baby with someone that you've known for a really long time? The pact would be because, that person, or maybe both, agreed to have or want to have a child at a certain age, and the cutoff is drawn very near, like very close. Would you make a pact to do something like that with someone you've known for a really long time?
Now, within answering this, I'm going to tell you, I'm not asking this because I'm a guy. I'm just asking because I want to figure out what.
Oh my God! Hey, Riddell, look! Don't do that. They talked about that last time. Remember?
Yeah.
Just answer the question. Yeah.
We have to take it to a whole new.
Right. What do we? I could drive to Michigan, dude, for the answer.
If I just had to answer the question straight up, I'll probably say just no. Because I would say no.
Okay. Well, why? Why would it be your answer to say no? Is it because
I would say
you
no because I don't know what I'm going to be introduced to with this situation. I don't know where it's going to lead to. I just don't know where it's going to lead to. I don't know if I'm going to, since this person wanted a baby, does that mean I am automatically obligated to do everything in their life even though it was their desire to have it or to do this.
But what if you made the pact? What if it was a
Right.
pact
What if it
between
was-
the two of you? It was it's an agreement.
If we made the pact,
Right,
then there
so
was no choice that I would probably end up doing it. I mean, but if we're
It's a
asking like
choice.
But it still applies.
It's
The
like-
obligation would
it's
still
like
apply.
reneging
though.
on the pact, though. I mean, if we made a pact, then that mean I had agreed with it.
So you're agreeing upon everything that comes with that, though, and that would probably
Right.
include,
No, see,
you know.
The pure drama.
Are you asking me would I make the pack, or are you asking me after I make
Yes.
the pack would I do it?
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
would
if
you
you're
make the
making the pact, then we know you're going to do it. If you're making
Yeah,
a
you
pact.
gotta do it.
Okay, so
But would you make a pact with someone, and it's a long-term friendship with a female that you've been cool with for a long time, and you know what type of person she is, and she comes to you and she says, or maybe y'all were just having a conversation about life, and then you say, and she says to you, in confidence, letting you know, I want to have a baby before I'm a certain age. Let's make a pact.
Well, me too. It gotta go that way. It gotta go, well,
Right,
me
right.
too.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Hey, Riazer,
yeah.
let's get a girl a baby.
Uh-huh.
Just cut and dry, man. Just get a dang on baby.
Oh man.
Wait a minute. But I thought, oh man. I thought, see what had happened was I had came in on it late. I didn't know I don't know what was going on, so I just, man, I came way out here. I have climbed this mountain dude, I have climbed this mountain and my battery is dead in my camera.
Oh man.
Oh.
I've climbed this mountain. Dude, I'm way up here. I'm way up. Dude, you have no idea. And my battery is dead. I just changed the topic, but it's real. I can't even believe it. This is ridiculous. But I just, just give her what she's looking for, and don't even think too much. Don't talk. Just do. Remember, we had this discussion already. Don't talk. Just do.
Man.
But anyway.
That was a hot spot here.
That's not going to change the fact that my battery is dead.
Oh, your battery is dead. My battery just died. As well.
And her battery's fully charged. Boy, give it up, baby. Full charge over there. She got Energizer Bunny.
Wow.
And it keeps on going. Well,
Oh my God.
Oh no. All right, we're done. Oh no.
Oh
You
my
guys
yeah,
take
but
care.
y'all walk right into that. Put me on the phone. Y'all walk right in. Dude, change the battery pack. Ain't that something terrible?
Yeah, while you guys are
What?
listening here, if you guys have any suggestions of what I should do here, go ahead and give a call in at 424-256-3031. That's 424-256-3031. We're having some fun.
Oh, look at this. We got a caller on the line right now. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? My name is John Thomas. Hey, John, what's going on, John? Well, I just called to remark about that baby situation that those people then got themselves into. Okay, go right ahead. John, you said your name was, that's right, my name is John. Okay. Hey, John, I want to ask you one question. Yes, sir, go right ahead. Why every time you start talking, I stop talking? Well, I can't answer that question for you. Well, I can't answer this for you. It's talking about that baby that those two youngsters was just talking about. Okay, go right ahead. Y'all listening to John?
Oh, we're listening.
I hope they are listening to me. Okay, well, here's my information. Boy, you better go ahead and get that girl that baby. She been waiting on it. I just said that, John. Well, I wasn't listening to the show. I just came in. Oh, okay. Well, that explains it.
Okay? So, yeah, man, you go ahead and get that girl that baby, and you make sure she gets some diapers, and you make sure he get that baby food, and you make sure it's a lot involved in just don't have that baby.
What would you just say? Give her the baby. Okay, I guess.
All right, okay, I gotta go.
All right, you have a great day. Y'all say goodbye to John. What was your last name? Hello? I guess he hung up. You disconnected him.
Wow, that caller.
Hi, John.
See what y'all done did? Y'all got people reading into the conversation. Reading the wrong thing. I'm pretty sure she wasn't saying that.
You know, there's a lot of things going on in life. But yeah, if you know, my actual answer to that would actually my actual answer to that would probably be I don't know or no. I don't think I would actually say a solid yes. And you know, going back to what I was saying earlier is I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I would like to, you know, if I'm gonna have a baby with someone, I would like to have one with them and be with them and go through the moments of being around that baby. I'm probably a firm believer that, you know, if I'm talking to someone and I decide to even have sex with them, this is for me. You know, I've already had my mind frame, like if something happens, you know, I would hope that we will have a relationship where we can talk and be civil, and on top of that, you know, that being my teammate, my partner. So for me, just to like say yeah, commit to it, or do that, is to me is more than just that. It's for me just to say that will be for me shallow, because it's like I would want more out of that than just that.
The whole thing. Yeah.
So that's my answer.
Well, what if she? Okay. Well.
But what if you met a girl? What if you just met a female and she got pregnant? You didn't even get a chance to make a pact.
Oh.
She's just pregnant now. So
Right.
look at it. You have no feelings for her. You have nothing. But now y'all having a kid. See, at least you would have had the opportunity of having a child with somebody that you understood, that you grew to know, somebody that you had a relationship with. I'm not saying a like marriage relationship, but you know, a relationship. You kind of knew each other. You understand what I'm saying? I get that bit that you're saying about, you know, I would love to be with her. We would have a understanding, mutual agreement. And that's a great thing, you know. But I would say, hey, I would have preferred to have been married. But marriage don't mean that you're gonna be together to raise that kid. You know, just because you got married and had a baby don't mean you are not guaranteed that that's gonna last. Now the kid gonna be there. There's a kid out there somewhere now, maybe with your name on it, but you know, so but exactly, yeah, but yeah, but you know,
It definitely sounds good on paper, but you know, when you put it that way, it does sound better, but.
I mean, it sound good on paper.
No, you put it down right. I'm like, oh, this looks kind of good.
I just wish my battery wasn't dead.
Oh, well.
I'm on my way down this hill.
Sounds like a long hill to me.
I'm so disappointed. Yeah, man, this battery. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even bring that GoPro with me either. I'd be cool if I'd have brought that GoPro. I got my cell phone. Huh?
You didn't bring the GoPro?
Nah.
Your new GoPro?
Nah, I didn't bring that puppy either.
That's an inside joke there. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
didn't
bring
you
it.
had that in your pocket, because it's pretty much a pocket camera.
Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't want to. That's yours, so I didn't want to break that puppy. I didn't want to lose it or leave it.
You said that's yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well,
But anyway, yeah, go ahead, let her finish, because she was right on top of something. It's going to go away. She's right there. She probably forgot.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what she's trying to say.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I remember now. I was going to say, well, what if, your friend says that she doesn't want, you don't have to be in the child's life if you don't want to.
Ooh, that's gruesome. That is gruesome.
If I didn't have a conscience, then maybe I would say, oh, okay, sure. But, yeah, I got a conscience. As I said before, I want to be, if I make a baby with somebody, I kind of want to be around the baby. No matter what, I can't change the fact that that's part of me, Part of me. Part of me. Part of me. Let you go, guys.
Part of me. Part of me. Oh, part of me.
Yeah, so.
Right there.
Yes.
That's Isaiah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's Isaiah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a part of my Let You Go song. You can go ahead and check that out. iTunes, all those crazy places. But yeah, we're having fun here. As I said before, you guys want to call in, you can call in. If not, you can message. The number is 424-256-3031. That is 424-256-3031. All right, so we're having fun. We're having fun. Talk about crazy stuff. We got batteries dying on us. We got batteries charging on us.
Got you not giving the girl the baby she looking for. Just do it. Just do it. If this was a Nike commercial, that baby would be here. For real. That baby would be here, man.
You talking about Nike? I'm feeling like this is a 112 commercial or something.
Hey, man.
Meet me at the altar or somebody on here. So.
Hey, hey, I'm going to tell you what. You don't need to be married to have no kids. I'm going to tell you that, unless it's a shotgun wedding.
I was you trying to have a shot, girl.
Right. That's all you need.
I know that personally. And I'm not saying for me having one, but personally.
You're right.
I need to be married to have kids.
Yeah. No.
They're fun.
Yeah.
That was what I decided I wanted to do too. Yeah.
Married?
Yeah, I wanted to past tense because I have a 9-year-old now.
Yeah.
But I know next time, because I didn't want it to be, something that happened more than once. It was the time period where I was learning about life. So I was legal. I was 21 when I found out I was pregnant. So I was like, okay, let's be serious. So next time around, I want to be married. So.
Yeah.
I'm not having any more babies out of wedlock. That's it.
Yeah.
I only had one. And that's it. I said I'm not having any more babies out of wedlock. No more babies out of wedlock. So next time I have a child, I'm gonna have a husband.
You heard it from the source.
Yes.
It's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. Marriage does make it feel like someone has agreed to the commitment versus just the loose idea that we agreed. Makes people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's true or not, whether or not people change their mind at the end of the day, it does make you feel like we did make a commitment and we made it in front of a bunch of people, or not a bunch of people, because there is a Las Vegas somewhere. So.
Oh gosh, really? Do they have to give you up every time?
Like what we did in Vegas, gonna stay in Vegas. All right.
Oh gosh.
Hey, I'm gonna change the topic for 1 minute, but here, I turned your GoPro into a webcam.
Oh, you did?
So you can use it as a webcam. I know that's way off that baby topic, and it won't blue screen you. You know what I mean? It's not going to blue screen like your webcam. So yeah, just wanted to slide that in.
That's good stuff.
Well, and that's not appropriate. Y'all sitting up talking about babies, and I'm talking about just wanted to slide that in. Let me change the topic. I'm gonna go over there. Happened was I was looking I was looking at the moon because I can't, but I slipped the subject in a different area really quickly. Yeah. But anyway, I'll put you up on how to get that taken care of. Yeah. Yeah, go for a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and what's great about it is you can do your narrow field of view or your wide. I wouldn't do the wide, but you have that option. So all the options are still there. Which narrow would be the best? Because the narrow is still wide, not really narrow. Yeah, but I threw that out. Did that today.
I definitely need to check that out, man.
Yeah, that'll be a value add for you. But anyway, y'all go ahead. I'm invisible. Yeah.
He makes the dramatic entrance.
I'm walking down right now, so go ahead. I'm on mute.
Oh, there you go.
Oh wow.
Talk about relationships. But I can definitely say that relationships have changed, or it feels like it's changed over the years. Yes, it's. I don't know if it's a respect thing. I don't know what's going on. It just feels. Relationships feel different now. It definitely does.
Because it is. There are no standards like they were. I mean, not to say that there were, not a lot of crazy things going on back in the day. I don't know, but before, I don't know what happened. But what I do know is that, yes, I've noticed that there are not a lot of standards now like it was before, or maybe what I have seen in the past. Yes. We got side chicks and number one main chicks.
There's always been side chicks. There's always been side chicks.
Okay, it's been another name. Mistress was the other name, but I'm just saying, like.
I mean, but even go back into the Bible era. It's been side chicks then, and that's not even going back far, but it's going back far enough. But here, look, it's always been side chicks. You want to know what's missing a lot now? And y'all just touched on it. Marriage. See, people don't get married no more. A few do, but not. When I was growing up, everybody in my neighborhood was married, not living together. Really. And back when, like, my mother was growing up, everybody was married. Yeah, they were still messing around and, things like that. But she was like, I said everybody was married when she was like, like, you're right. That's unbelievable. That can't be true. Yeah, no, everybody. We had neighbors, and the husband and the wife were in the house. We had, hey, my mother and father, the man next door to them and his wife. Everybody, the people across the street, the Cahales, the Marshalls, everybody. It was him and her and the kids, the daddy, the mama, and the kids. And then slowly but surely, it even happened to us. The daddy was gone, and then we watched all of our friends' daddies be gone if their daddy wasn't one of the daddies that had already left. And then we adopted that. You know, here, let me give you something else that disappeared. Ownership. What that means, our fathers own things like houses and, you know, and we inherited that from them and tore it up. And then we wasn't the group that were able to just go out and finance a house. We messed it got goofed up somewhere. You know, but our parents were homeowners, not renters. They were homeowners. Everything, as the generations, let's just say, as we got older, we started losing. You know, graduating and things like. People wasn't graduating no more. You know, they fought for education, and now nobody even want to go to school.
Guys. We got a caller. Hey.
How's
it going?
Go for it.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Your Stewie character, he's coming up pretty good.
Thank you very much. Just troubleshooting some audio with him right now, but I'm still, you know, working slowly and surely to get this done so I can start on the drawing tomorrow. So, yeah, man, how you doing over there?
I'm doing good. I was just hanging out with Abel, and I see your thing on Facebook, so I decided to give a call and just kind of chat it up with you for a little bit.
Oh, awesome, man. Thanks for giving us a call. If you ever want to be on the show, just let me know. This is my second phone, so I just go ahead and link it in with everybody so they can hear it. But, you know, yeah, that's awesome that you called in. Thanks, man.
Yeah, cool. This Stewie, the character that you're making, like, are you trying to make him like the real Stewie, like in the way that he talks, or like just the thing he goes about doing, or what do you have planned for him?
As far as the Stewie itself, he's an alternate Stewie. Now, for me to kind of do the whole dialogue and sound exactly like him, that's going to take probably a little bit more time than I want to put on it. But
either that or I'll do the voice for you.
Or that we got Uncle, he'll do the voice.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, I figured, you know, I was talking to Uncle about it, and he kind of gave me an idea that, hey, you know, if you wanted to, you could change him to something a little bit different than what he is. And so as you see on the screen, he's actually brown. He's the black version of Stewie, called Stewie Black, his alter ego. Yeah, so since he's black, what that allows me to do is I don't have to have his voice exactly the same. I can actually throw some jargon and different slang stuff in there if I wanted to. So it gives me the opportunity that I don't have to make him sound exactly the same, because now he doesn't look like exactly him with the brown color. So yeah, I've already last week I've already recorded the dialogue, and so now I had the dialogue playing earlier, but now I'm just pretty much aligning the dialogue with him. So I have on one page I have the storyboard, and the storyboard pretty much shows everyone what the idea is all about, the actions, the dialogue, and it kind of gives me an idea too how I'm going to shoot the scene. And in this case, it's an animation, so the scenes are already internal. So yeah, so right now I'm just positioning it, getting it all ready, and for tomorrow to start animating or drawing it. So I hope that answered your question.
You know what? I don't know if you ever watch American Dad and they have a little character. Or not American Dad, I'm sorry.
The Cleveland show? Yeah.
Yeah, Bravo.
Yeah, I was hearing about that guy. I heard that he looks like Stewie but acts differently.
You don't know who Rollo is? And I'm like, no. I think he's the best character on the Cleveland show.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't really watched the show, so I've seen like a little bit of it, but not enough to know, like, oh yeah, I know what he looks like. Not enough. So.
Right. Yeah, it's a good show, man. Check it out. Rollo's a good character. I mean, it's not a funny show. It has its moments, but Wallow, he's a good part of the show.
Oh yeah. All right. So I guess I'll check that out too. See what kind of character they made for the Cleveland show. Maybe get some. I might be able to get some pointers from it too, huh? Right. Yeah. Thanks for giving us a call here. Oh yeah, we're keeping it live here. We're talking about things that are going on in life, and as I said before, you can always call in or you can leave a message on there, and you know, we'll pick up from it and try to include it in the show. We definitely want people's ideas and opinions, and want them to ask questions. So, you know, really appreciate you calling in and throwing us some good old questions here. So.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's no problem. You have some cool things that you're doing. So, I mean, and this character is a character that you say he's gonna hang out with that robot and another character.
Oh no, that's actually a different show that I'm working on. That's the original show that I'm working on. I probably will be getting more into that. Maybe I want to say maybe in the mid-December, going into next year, I might start really rolling into that again. Right now, I'm just doing some short skits, building up to actually working on the animation. By the time I finish all these little projects that I'm doing, that project right there is, I'm going to have a really clean way to do it. My storyboards will be a lot tighter, and the stuff that I want to do, I would know how I want to set it all up in order to get it actually done. So this right now is me doing a process of figuring out how I want to do things, how things are going to work on a little scale, because these shows are going to be, you know, like example, 10-minute shows, and I don't want to waste a lot of time trying to figure out everything about it. So I'll do all that kind of stuff doing these little 15 seconds to 20-second clips. So.
Alright, yeah, so it's just gonna get little skits then, alright.
Yeah, just pretty much skits.
Yeah. Hey, hold on 1 second.
All right. All right, we'll go ahead and put them into the feed here. But yeah, it's awesome. You know, we got somebody calling in. You know, has some questions about what I'm doing. Always awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the feed right now. Once he comes back in, we answer that. But yeah. So did you decide to go get another camera from the house, or you working with what you got? Oh, he's off.
Yeah.
Uncle's off.
Uh-oh.
I didn't know he's off. I just came back in and started throwing conversation around, and he's already man. Oh, he's probably out there working. So if he say he has a camera out, he's probably actually got a camera out there and doing some stuff.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah, oh, okay. Hey. Yeah, yeah, so,
you can actually hear
what we were talking, yeah, so this alternate Stewie, he's just gonna have his own little things that happen for 10 minutes, and...
Yeah, this Stewie here, and Kibia, once again, I know you can't hear him right now, but if you put it live online and then just hit the audio, you can hear what he's saying. But I want to make sure that everybody else can hear too, because the audience can't really hear what he's saying while I had it on speakerphone. So yeah, as far as the Stewie there, this Stewie is, I think this clip is probably going to be about 24 seconds. If you look on the screen here, around, it says channel up there. Everything is right around 720 or 25 here, which is about 600. So I know I'm on the phone right now, but let's go ahead and just have a little fun. Let me pull out a calculator so you can see. Now that 600 right there pretty much means 600 frames. So I'm working in 24 frames. So we're looking at, so we're looking at about 14,000 pictures, 14,400 pictures that I'm going to be working on for this. Oh, hold up.
Cool,
maybe
and
I'm adding it wrong. Maybe I think I'm adding it wrong. Let me get this right. We're going to be doing 600 frames. Oh, I don't know why I'm thinking like that. We got 600 frames That means we're going to have roughly around 600 pictures or so within 24 seconds of time. So 25 seconds to be exact.
Cool.
So.
What made you guys want to take like Stewie? Like, what was your guys' thinking behind that? Like, what was your inspiration for doing that?
Stewie. Well, the funny thing is that I'm not as young as I used to be, and I remember going back into basic training, and everybody was talking about the Nene. Everybody's doing the Nene dance, and then it's still kind of going as of right now. So it's been pretty popular, and I was wondering, like, I wonder if I could make a character that could do Nene. Who would I do it with? And something just popped in my head of doing Stewie. I just thought I thought he would be funny. I thought people could relate to Stewie, and they would never ever think of Stewie actually doing the Nene. But you know, on Family Guy, they do actually do that. They do have them do silly stuff. You know, like Brian did the peanut butter jelly time. Like you always see them do crazy stuff, and I thought if I can add that kind of element to something that everybody knows, it'll be something fun, and people can relate to it. So that's kind of like where I took that inspiration from.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's where I'm going at with it. Probably gonna push a little bit more here and get more done on it. But yeah, I should have this done by tonight. We're pushing. We got 7:30.
Cool, and everybody's giving you input and like what you should be like and stuff, huh?
Yeah, people, no matter what, no matter where you go, no matter where you go in life, people are going to always give you an idea of how they feel it can go. And usually I listen to them. But at the end of the day, I have to decide on what I want to do. It's not to say that I won't listen and see if it's something that might work with the character, but it's also to say as well that, yeah, everybody's going to have a pretty good idea. But it doesn't mean that all the ideas are going to work together. They just have one idea that might work with it, that might screw up the whole idea what you were trying to do. You know, so you just have to, once again, you can take in the idea, you can consider it, but at the end of the day, you have to decide on what you're going to do with it. So people have given me ideas for it, and I've taken some of it, and some of it I've kind of said, okay, that's cool, but I don't think I want to take it to that direction. So, but it was an awesome idea, maybe for something else, you know. So that's kind of like how you got to make your decisions when you come to, you know, this kind of work, or heck, even any kind of work for that matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like everybody was talking about like crazy, or not crazy things, but just like interesting topics. It was just like you said, anybody could just gonna call in and, you know, talk about whatever they wanted.
Oh yeah. So yeah, earlier we were talking about presidential elections. We were also talking about Nikki and Miley at the VMAs, bullying, upcoming movies, and we talked a bit about relationships too. So it's definitely been a fun almost 4 hours now. We're about to get ready to get off in a second. We got about roughly 25 minutes left, 25 minutes or so. So we're probably going 25 or 35, one of those. But anyway, we're going to get off in a few. We're just kind of wrapping up, and yeah, wrapping up and having fun. Kiwi, you still there?
Do you have on?
Yes, I'm still here. Hello.
Can you hear him, or you didn't chime into it?
No.
I didn't hear him.
Sorry.
It's okay. No worries. Right now, I'm still kind of working out the kinks here. Right now, I have 2 phones on. So right now, you've called onto the other phone, and I have to figure out if I can conference call on that with everybody. If I can, then I might just do that. So everybody can hear. Because right now, the audience can hear you. She can't hear you because she's not tuned into the show right now, because she's probably doing some stuff as well as talking. And now I got 2 people on the line here, and they're on 2 different phones, and none of them can hear each other. So that's kind of an interesting situation.
Yeah. Very.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I have to figure out how to link everything. If you sign on to that thing, like the app, everybody should be able to.
Yeah, once again, I've never done a conference call on the G Voice, so I'm gonna actually attempt to do it next time, possibly tomorrow, and then that might work. That might work a lot better. So we'll see how that goes. So.
Well, there you go, man. Just gotta do a little bit of trial and error and see what the best route is to go.
Yeah, almost definitely. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this line because I can't talk to both of you guys at the same time. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, no, that sounds good, man. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, but thanks for calling in. We're gonna keep it going. Tomorrow we're gonna probably start a little bit earlier. Hopefully I can give the times out a little sooner, but I'll start a little earlier in the projects and stuff. And thanks again for joining us in. It's like a big family here, so really cool.
Yes, sir.
Tell the family I said hey.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, I'll just talk to you later. Good luck with the show.
Thanks, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right.
I'll talk to you
Yeah,
soon.
no problem.
No worries. All right.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Yeah, so that was fun stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to figure that out a little bit more, which was pretty cool. I'm definitely glad he called and kind of gave me that sense, because if somebody comes on for a few seconds, it'll be fine. But if somebody comes on a little longer, and then I got this whole group of people talking here, and then this group here, and then we probably want to tie it all together so we feel like it's a group.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at putting it all on Google Voice. Somebody's up in guys, my Google Voice number. Oh yeah.
Woo!
Oh, you're done already, huh?
No. Well, I've been walking all day, so
That's okay.
it's
Yeah.
been fun. It was a very fun day.
Yeah, it sounds like you were having fun.
I did. Other than that little incident, I had a lot of fun. That didn't take over, like, let me say it like that. I need to fix that, because it's not like after that happened, I felt like a rainy day. But no, it was all good. We still have fun, so.
Yeah.
Cool.
You guys got to go out
Yeah,
for me.
cool.
Did you guys take pictures?
I did. I took pictures. Yes, I did. I didn't post them anywhere yet. I posted some pictures on Instagram, but I haven't posted the rest of my Philly pictures yet.
Oh, you said Philly.
Yeah, I got some Philly pictures.
Oh wow, she was up in Philly.
Some of them
She's
are
around the
really
way.
nice looking.
Right.
But I have a habit of, like, getting in the bathroom and doing my hair and then taking pictures of myself without, like, I don't realize it. I do it a lot, but I can't show them on Facebook because I just won't do that. But, like, I do my hair without a shirt on, and I have, like, maybe, a cami or something, but in the picture it looks like a bra. So I never post those pictures, and they're so cute, but I can't post them because people would think I'm naked in the bathroom.
All the time. People post
I know, but I don't want to be one of those people. That's weird.
Don't be one of those people. Then make.
I
them
just
feel
don't want to
like
be
they're-
a person who.
Make them feel
No,
like they're
I'm not
all-
trying to say that. You did that. I didn't. It's not that I think that way. It's just that, because obviously I do that too. Take pictures. I just don't post them because I don't. I kind of want to leave a little to imagination. When I take pictures, I want to make sure I'm covered. I usually don't take full pictures,
You said you want to make
and
sure
it doesn't have
What did you say?
no covered. I
covered,
leave
okay.
something to the imagination. I don't like to take. I don't like to take full pictures because you know how sometimes people say, well, you don't take full pictures because you're fat. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's just that I'm voluptuous, so I don't like to, I got a lot going on. I just don't want people to like my picture because they see my breasts are out, or what I'm trying to say.
I don't know what you're saying. I know how you feel.
So I try to cut, the cleavage out, because most of the time when I do wear shirts, I'm busting out of those seams, so. So I always have just face pictures. Stop it.
Remember that part when he does that whole
Yes.
and he looks down. You're like, yeah, you like it, don't you? You want the camera to go down, don't you?
No.
You want the camera to go down while we're doing this nice video. D'Angelo, guys, give it to D'Angelo. That was some cool stuff. Yeah, yeah, but I want to run this. Actually, we do have about roughly, what are we looking at right now? 18 minutes. 18 minutes. You know, I said we're going to give it to you to 11. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just honor that. I was thinking about saying, you know, well, let's just call it a night. But you know what? You know, we said we would give it to you to 11, so we'll go ahead and keep rocking.
Yeah, they won't forget the whole, huh? What? Give it to who? The what?
Give it to you. Maybe I shouldn't use those kind
Give
of
it
terms.
to who? Give it to who? I'm trying to figure out where we going with it.
See, this is why I shouldn't have maybe said that like that, because, you know, tonight's been a very interesting night, and things have been said, and it's made it very interesting, words usage here. So pretty much, I'm saying that I'm gonna have to watch my words here, because you know, there's babies around here. There's babies watching. Yeah, but anyway, I always keep it pretty clean.
Did you rate it?
Huh?
Did you rate it?
Did I rate it?
Well, are you talking about rating it? Did you rate it?
Rate who?
Never mind.
Oh yeah, you mean
We were talking about.
Rate the show?
You said we've been saying a lot of crazy stuff on the line today, so I kind of figured you were gonna be a little G-rated. That's what I'm just. We were talking about some big grown-up stuff, though. I mean, you said babies were listening, so I said G-rated. Then must be babies. We don't want the babies to hear
Well, you know,
something they don't need to hear.
I mean, I don't know. You know, there could be some babies out there. You know, somebody making babies.
Like 12-year-olds?
I don't know. You know.
Let's talk about SpongeBob. No, I'm just playing. Let's not talk about SpongeBob.
Oh, really? I like to keep it in one of those. You know, as most people know me, I like to keep it where I like to talk to people the same way. You know, everywhere I go. You know, I talk to my family the same way. You know, if my grandma was still alive, you know, bless her heart. You know, I talk to her the same way too. So, you know, that's why you don't really hear me cursing or anything like that. Because if I don't curse for my grandma, I'm just gonna get around another crowd and start cursing. I mean, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. That's the way I try to live. You know, I try to live. Well, I'm not saying
you made me feel bad when you said that.
Why you say that? Come on, what you doing?
You made me feel bad when you said that you don't. When you said you don't cuss, you made me feel bad.
Why do I make you feel bad? Because I don't curse.
Because I had a. Okay, so I'm working on my road rage, and
All right.
I don't know.
Don't make us drink. Okay.
You know, I'm just working on my road rage, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because.
All right. I'm feeling like the puzzles are connecting. It sounds like road rage equals to this person that I normally don't see all the time, and now these people that are around you driving gets to see that. That's so unfair. That's so unfair.
Well, it's not. I'm not proud of myself at all. Believe
me. I feel like they are your John Legend. I feel like they're your John Legend.
No. I'm not proud of myself. I'm working on that because I get really upset when stuff like that happens. So it's just that I don't know. It must be a weird thing, I guess. Because I would no for real. Because I would be driving on the highway.
By the way, check out my song "All of Me" on my YouTube page. Go with Dane Riazer, DaneRiazer. Yeah, I have a cover song, "All of Me." It's a tribute to the soldiers, to the naval soldiers, everybody that's out there, pretty much doing this for the country. So, but yeah, Tell me how you really feel there. Come on.
No, I don't want to say anything anymore.
Come on. 'Cause I do.
No, okay, now don't get me wrong. I do not have, like, I'm not, well, I ain't gonna say I'm not bad. It doesn't come out all the time. Let me say that. It doesn't come out all the time.
You're sounding like you're talking about Kiki from the D. That's what you sound like you're talking about. But
No.
Key, if you hear what you... All right, Key. If you hear what you're saying right
now... No, because you were
it
singing
doesn't
all
come
of
out
me.
all the time.
It does. I'm talking about my road rage.
When I
I'm
get
talking
out
about
there,
my
and
road
Kiki
rage.
from the D comes out because...
Stop it! Don't tell me. No, it's just that, okay, I have an issue with traffic when someone gets over in the lane and try to get in front of me and don't put their blinker on. I can't take it, or a signal, to let me know that they're getting over. Because what if I decide, they don't know that I'm thinking, maybe I should speed up a little bit. They don't know that. And I don't know that they're getting over if they just, slide on over. So I have more respect for the people who put their blinker on, because at least they care enough to tell me, hey, I'm getting over. So the people who don't put their blinker on, I get really upset. It irritates me. Oh, it really, really. Oh, I just can't. I can't explain the irritation. It's just, I can't. So it's driving me a little crazy, and I'm trying to work on it. But it just seems like I keep encountering these people that like to cut in front of me and not put blinkers on or anything. And, I just don't want to be involved in any minor accidents. Even like not too long ago, I got hit, rear-ended, I should say.
Right. By
somebody who was just texting and wasn't paying attention that their feet were not on the gas. This was a low impact, I guess. Their feet weren't on the brake, sorry. Their feet weren't on the brake. But, yeah, but they weren't. But, yeah, they weren't paying attention. And I was in a drive-through, so I'm thinking, how are you, if you're going to do all that.
How do you come back to that? Like, you come outside, you're like gargling, your mouthwash, and then all of a sudden somebody hits your car, you spit it out. Like, how do you come back to that?
And it was, I don't know what was going on. Like, she kind of looked dazed to me, but, I don't know. When I realized that she hit me, I'm like, back up, Why are you on my car? She backs up, oh, so sorry. I'm like, gosh, you got insurance? Because you're going to fix it. So, yeah, right. No, but seriously. And it was $425 worth of damage, so you got to fix it. Well, how you want to handle it? You want to go through your insurance, or you want to pay for it? Because if you don't pay for it at all, I'm going to come for you. And when I find you, I'm going to get you.
Wow, you sound like you're in some type of business. You're feeling some type of way. Let me find out.
You're going to pay for this. You're going to pay for it.
A contract killer.
No.
I never knew my friend was James Dane, the woman version. All right. That's what you're saying. A minute ago, I was scared. I would have lost my hiccups at that point.
No hiccups, or you still got them?
Oh, they're gone.
Oh, they're gone? Okay.
You know what? We're going to go, and we'll talk to you later. And they left out the door.
That's what they said to you?
Yep. And while they were driving their car, they had...
Oh, they have cars. I didn't know that. Oh, my gosh. Are you clapping your hands as you sing?
That's the famous part
Is
about
that what you do?
Song. Yeah, just,
Oh.
Yeah, that song's fun. get that little clap.
You had that. Oh my gosh. What is up with you in this Happy Days clap you got going on in the background?
I love that kind of music. That music is inspiring, it's fun. It just makes me want to just, yeah. So
He only says that.
Huh?
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Really? I cannot believe you with this clap right now.
But that's what they do. The whole song.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
5, 6, 7 o'clock,
8 o'clock. Go ahead, do the clap.
I love that music. That music is so much fun. It's just like
We're on the rock around the clock.
I can't remember what the music actually is, but I just remember the fun part about the people singing and how they sung. I wish I could just do something like that where music is just that fun. I'm not saying my music isn't fun, but I definitely want to do some vibes like that where it's like, man, very minimalistic, but the stuff that you're doing with the vocals and stuff just makes you want to dance. Crazy stuff.
So, you know, history repeats itself anyway, so.
Yeah. So maybe I'll try.
You can easily transition to that. It'll be fine. It'll go back into being in.
I love life, you know. That's really funny. I love life, but I like the things that happen in life. It definitely does inspire me, especially as a person that's creative. You know, a lot of stuff happens that inspires me. And let me give you an example here. The other day, I was, at my other job. You know, I was there. And
why you say it like this?
My other job.
Well,
that's like the voice where you kind of, it's okay, but it's not as great as what you're doing now. Which is what I'm doing now. But yeah, my other job. So, I was walking. I had to throw something out, and the person who was walking in front of me, he had the coolest walk ever, man. I'm telling you, this walk was so cool, and it felt like he was on his own beat, on his own beat, and I'm just watching. Yeah, he didn't have any music on or anything, but he just had his own thing. And I was watching him walk, and I was like, man, this is like, I almost stopped him. So I almost stopped him and said, hey, man, this is the coolest walk I've ever seen.
What? You gonna tell him he got swag?
He's probably gonna laugh.
That's what you was about to say?
You said what?
I said, what you would have told him? Hey, look, let me tell you, you got swag. No.
Oh, my goodness. Hold on, let me put him on. Hold up. Uncle Uncle's here. Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Oh yeah, I was just talking to. We're closing up here, but I was telling her about how you can get inspired by some of the stuff that goes on in real life, and I was telling her that this guy at work, he had had to throw something away, and he was in front of me, and I told her he had the coolest walk ever. I'm telling you, man, and
I've never heard of that.
And it was like it was looking at him walking inspired me to write a song, just the energy of it. Like if you saw a video and you were following somebody and they're walking and it's got this cool walk to it, and so I immediately after I left and went back to the seat, I started recording this idea of the song on my phone and said, yeah, I can't wait to work on that song. It's going to be some different energy, and the person that I'm gonna work on with it, they're going to be excited but I think it might be a collaboration. So. Yeah. But anyway, you get inspiration from everywhere, and I definitely believe in that. Whether you're doing music or you're doing video over there, which, by the way, how's the video stuff going? Uncle.
Oh yeah, it's going.
Oh.
Need to go out and shoot something though.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't see your text before.
Definitely when my battery's not dead. But yeah, definitely need to get out and shoot something. But like I said, I like that certain angle. I know we probably, you'll have to see it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go ahead and close this out. Thanks guys for coming in today. I really appreciate it. It's pretty much right around 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it up. I'll still be here. Once again, go ahead, have people follow me. I'm on here. I'm on YouTube. You can follow me at Dane Riazer, spelled D-A-N-E-R-I-A-Z-E-R. That is Dane Riazer, D-A-N-E-R-I-A-Z-E-R. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You know, use the same name. But thanks for coming out today. I will see you tomorrow on some cool stuff. Thanks for being here. All right. Good night. Just need a second here to close it out. All right.